Okay. Hi there, everybody. Nana misses you and loves you so very much. So, as you have noticed, the last couple days you've not gotten a story because I've been having computer issues. So, I'm going to read December 8th and December 9th right now, and then I'm going to make the next one and it will have December 10th on it. So, December 8th is really short and December 9th isn't too much longer. So I'm going to start with December 8th, story number 8, and it's called Long, Long Ago. Winds through the olive trees softly did blow, round little Bethlehem long, long ago. Sheep on the hillside lay whiter than snow. Shepherds were watching them long, long ago. Then from the happy sky angels bent low, singing their songs of joy long, long ago. For in the manger bed, cradled we know, Christ came to Bethlehem long, long ago. So that's the end of number 8. And now we're going to do number 9, December 9th, number 9. And it's called A Christmas. Anything can happen. Mr. Hale lived alone in a big house on Miracle Street. Each evening he took a walk by Joey's house. "Hello, Mr. Hale," Joey would say. "Hello, Joey. How are you this evening?" Every child on Miracle Street said their daily hellos to a smiling Mr. Hale as he passed by their homes. But when Christmas came each year, the children were exceptionally happy to see Mr. Hale's friends. To be Mr. Hale's friend. The little old man always decorated a fine tall tree cut from the forest, and he put a gift under its green spreading branches for each boy and girl he knew and loved. This year, Joey ran over to Mr. Hale's house to sneak an early peek at his beautiful tree. Joey knocked on the front door, but no one answered. He looked in the window and saw a big green fir tree in the corner, just like last Christmas. But Joey asked himself curiously, where is Mr. Hale? He should be busy as a beaver hanging lights and decorating on that wonderful tree. The small boy ran to tell Billy, his next-door neighbor, about Mr. Hale. Then, together, they hurried back to the little man's house. Again, Joey knocked on the front door, but again no one answered. The two boys peered into the window and saw the same tree now covered in blinking lights and red balls. They saw, too, that Mr. Hale's favorite decorations was at the top of the tree. The favorite decoration was at the top of the tree. A lovely white angel with a gold crown on her head. Joey and Billy were delighted with this sight, as usual, but they were also very puzzled. Where was Mr. Hale? And if he really wasn't home, who had decorated the tree? The two boys ran down the street to tell their other friends about the mystery, and all together they raced back to Mr. Hale's house. Joey knocked on the front door, this time as loudly as he could, loud enough to wake a herd of sleeping elephants. Still no one answered. All the children looked in the window and saw the beautiful tree that was now encircled by brightly wrapped gifts. "Mr. Hale must be home," Joey declared, full of worry. He might be sick, and when he went up to the front door, it opened all by itself. The children dashed inside. They searched for Mr. Hale in every room on the first floor of the big house, but found no one. They were about to go upstairs to look when they heard a slight noise coming from the stairway. They turned to see a beautiful lady dressed in white, with a gold crown on her head, carrying more colorfully wrapped packages. "Oh, there you all are," she explained joyfully. "I was afraid you wouldn't come. My brother, Mr. Hale, would have been so disappointed if you hadn't." "Where is our friend?" Joey asked with deep concern. "Yes, where is he?" asked Billy and all the others. The lovely lady put down the presents and spoke softly to the children. "Well, Mr. Hale is in the hospital for a while because he hurt his back. And I thought how wonderful it would be if perhaps I prepared everything just the way he does every Christmas Eve." Then the lady in white, who reminded Joey of someone special, gave each child a gift to be opened on Christmas morning. Afterwards, she served ice cream piled high on pink cones and chocolate cake, just as Mr. Hale would have done. Later, they sang carols and wished each other a very good friends do, as very good friends do, a Merry Christmas. Still, Joey felt an emptiness inside, without Mr. Hale to share in the party. If Mr. Hale knew we have such nice presents, he would be happy too, and get well sooner, Joey said to his friends. "Let's go tell Mr. Hale about the beautiful tree and everything." Just before the children waved goodbye to Mr. Hale's sister, she took down the angel from the top of the tree and gave it to Joey. At the hospital, Mr. Hale's sad face brightened at the sight of the children. At the sight of the children, his friends. He sat up in bed. "I'm sorry I couldn't put up the tree in this Christmas, kiddos," he said. Or give you ice cream and cake and lovely presents." Joey laid his hand on Mr. Hale's shoulder. "Don't worry, your sister took care of everything. This Christmas Eve was just the same as always, except we missed you. Your sister is a wonderful lady." Joey was still holding the angel given to him from the top of Mr. Hale's Christmas tree. And suddenly he remembered who the kind lady in the white reminded him of. "See, Mr. Hale, your sister looked exactly like this angel." Mr. Hale's face went pale, but a twinkle came to his eyes. "Why, Joey, that can't be. My only sister went to heaven years ago." He sighed. Joey stared deeply into the face of the angel in his hand and noticed something very strange indeed. "Mr. Hale," he said in a soft, wondering voice, "I don't think your angel was smiling last Christmas." "No, I'm sure she wasn't smiling last year." "So why," Joey asked, "is she smiling now?" Mr. Hale took hold of the dainty little figure in white and stared into its tiny face. A big smile appeared on the old man's face too. "You know, Joey, I think you're right," he said. "I can't remember the angel smiling when my sister gave it to me years ago. But after all," Mr. Hale continued, his blue eyes growing moist, "I suppose at Christmas anything can happen on Miracle Street." Joey moved closer to Mr. Hale's bed and put his arms around his neck. What a strange, mysterious, wonderful Christmas Eve this has been. Okay, that's the end of number 9. So I love you guys, and I will see you in just a few minutes in number 10.